It's Homebrew
Coming at ya
with a homebrew review.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep, we got one from Steve Mertz. That's the
Yes.
Canadian Sasquatch Brewery to you.
Yeah,
And
I thought this was homebrewed in Houston, Texas by Canadian Sasquatch Brewery.
yeah, it
Who's
is.
Steve?
Steve Mertz.
Poor?
He's tall,
Steve Poor?
tall, skinny, tall. Steve.
Is he athletic, ruggedly handsome, and does all
Wrestles
kinds of outdoor
alligators?
stuff?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Oh, you're talking about the guy who has fantastic photography.
That's right. That's the guy.
Oh. Oh, Steve
You thought he
Mertz.
didn't know, huh?
I thought you said Steve Flirts, and I was like, yeah, SJ Flirts.
Well, show them what we're
All
doing
right,
here. We got
here we
our
go.
Brew Tubers bottle opener
We
here.
got the Braggin Squach Braggot. Yeah.
And so he writes on here, what's a braggot? It's a beverage that's half beer and half mead. Mead is honey alcohol, basically. In this beverage, we use 12 pounds of grains in the mash, and 12 pounds of honey was added during the primary fermentation.
Well, hot damn.
Sounds fantastic to me. Here you go, sir. And this is day 16 after, day 14 after surgery.
And someone needs medication.
I need my meds. So, and oh,
So
Rusty
does
wants to
Rusty.
taste. There you go. Brew Dog is like, oh, yippee. Well, come on up. Come on, up. All right.
You want a drink? You gotta jump.
I'm not sure how long have I aged this. Is this dated?
Oh, I think you've had this a little bit.
I've had this for a while.
It's 2014, May 10th.
Wow. Wow.
It's only
May
12,
10, 2014.
12.1 ABV.
So
Nothing big.
this has got 5 years on it.
We need to store and drink at 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
All right, so it's going to be warming up. So cheers. Here's to a 5-year-old
Braggot.
Braggot from Steve. All right.
Good job, Steve. Do you smell honey in there? I think I smell a little honey.
I do get the honey, but you know, it's really dark in scent, which is kind of cool. It's
yeah, I like it.
I don't know what kind of honey it was, but I'd swear I get some like prune-like character off of this. Come on up, Rust. There we go. We got the Brew Dog. He's trying to lick the bottom of the glass even. He's desperate. He had a taste.
So what half beer is this? That's the real question.
Steve, you can put comments down below. Okay, I was trying to figure out if this was still or carbonated. And I think it's got a really, really light carbonation on it.
Well, yeah.
Super light.
Well, I mean, it is, hold on, 5 years old.
Right.
So the carbonation,
Carbonation.
caramelation.
It's a hard word.
The carbonation is it's quite light. The caramelation is fantastic.
The
Matches
Braggin
that.
Sasquatch is always one-upping you. Oh, you caught a 2-pound trout? I caught a 20-pound steelhead. There's no tale he won't try to outtell. Just like the flavors found in this beverage, you won't know what you're tasting, but you will keep telling bigger and bigger stories about it. Yeah, well, whatever. We catch salmon. It's bigger. That's what all I gotta say.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we haven't been out catching salmon.
But I caught a sturgeon the other day. Take that, trout.
This is nice. I was trying to see
know,
what
man.
ABV this was.
12.1.
Oh, that's perfect. That's the kind of medication
even
I need.
bigger story. Man bear pig caught a shark. It gets bigger.
But I've caught sharks. That's not a big deal.
This is a whale of a tail.
I've caught a number of sharks back when I lived in California.
This is good, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think we forgot to mention that it's delicious.
Yeah. It's a Braggot. So it's very much on the sweet edge. Steve likes the sweet edge. He's not into the dry mead so much. And it almost, to me, really tastes, it leans heavy on the mead side, which would be appropriate for him, being the mead master that he is.
but this ale, this beer, I call it an ale because that's the taste you get off of it, is a nice, darker ale. I'm trying to think of what flavor profile is coming off of this.
I don't know. For me, it's more of a mead profile. He's getting ale, but the ale I think is the dark side. But part of that would depend really on what kind of honey he used. So he could have used like a darker honey on it as well.
Yeah, but it's got a really nice malty caramelized base to go with that
Yeah.
mead. Did he like make a barley wine and throw?
It's not
Throw-
quite
throw
that
some
deep.
honey in
Yeah, it's
there?
not quite that deep. But it really is. It's hard to describe this honestly because it is like super rich, complex, and deep flavors. It's like Christian said, like you get this caramel, but closer to a burnt caramel type character, really.
Yeah, burnt.
Yeah, and so someplace between that caramel and a creme brulee type quality to it.
Ooh, yeah, because you got the honey mead scent to it, so it gives it that sweeter edge with that dark toasty note.
Yeah.
And that's where it was almost like maybe an English ale brown? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't
What-
know. Oh my God! I just realized why I have 2 bottles. This was entered in the 2014 SJ Pour Challenge.
Oh,
And I was a hub back then. And so this was probably his entry back then.
oh, well.
That makes so much sense
And
now.
he didn't win?
And it's gotten better. I'm just telling you.
Oh, my.
It has really gotten better with age.
You know what we need to do? Let's not say anything wrong. We need to do the SJ Pour 5-year sit and wait challenge.
Yeah. Wow, damn.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah, this is a winner. Freaking A. So,
Yeah.
by the way, the 2019 SJ Pour Challenge is open for registration on the new website that I set up for the company. And by the way, registration is easier than it's ever been, which was designed by my good friend Gary Fortin, also known as Main Brew Guy, who moved to Florida.
Do you think that I could, do you think it's easy enough for me to sign up? Registration's so hard. I can brew beer.
I think you could handle it this year.
Registration. How much is it going to cost me?
It's going to cost you $35. And what you're really paying for, if you think about it, is that beer
Making
sent to you.
beer? Oh, okay, that's rough.
You're getting beer sent to you.
Well,
That's right.
when you put it that way, I'll register.
You know, when you enter other competitions, all you do is keep sending them beer. You get nothing. You might get some feedback, a piece of paper. With SJ Pour Challenge, you pay $35. Yeah, you send them some beer, and then they send you beer. It's like the gift that just keeps on giving.
I bet this was made with Yakima Valley hops.
Yeah, possibly. I bet it was. And I bet it was filtered by Bouncer.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, once again, one of the sponsors of the challenge is BrewTubers, online brewers club. So there you go. Now the circle's complete.
Yeah. You guys thought we were just doing a normal homebrew review.
We don't do anything normal.
No.
No, no.
But, gosh darn it. Hats off to Steve Mertz. Goodness gracious.
Gosh darn. 5 years, man. This is. I think there's just been a little bit of angel share, and it's only been the water side that's gone out. I think this is condensed. I bet it's a higher ABV now. This is something that's unique to Steve. Most people will use pale ales, they'll use amber ales, they'll use brown ales. Steve experiments. I mean, he really does. And he'll use darker grains. He'll use all kinds of things when he does his braggots. I mean, I've had a few of his braggots now. I feel blessed and honored to have tried them.
I'd say so.
And he just does stuff off norm. Like one of them that was fantastic, he made a mead He did, I think, with mesquite honey, if I remember correct. And then he did it with grilled pineapple. So he had grilled pineapple.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh my God! And that was in one of the competitions, the last competition he did for mead challenges. Love to have that again.
Here's a good question.
That was fabulous.
What if this was aged, wink wink Steve, in a bourbon barrel?
I don't think he's a fan of bourbon barrel aging, but he likes stuff that's aged in brandy and Scotch barrels. Meanwhile, Steve, I want to thank you.
Oh, yeah.
My pain levels were at 80. And I am now.
He's been drinking his pain levels down really quickly.
My pain level was at 80. I'm at a 20 threshold. I'm just saying. That's a 60% gain, even in my happy, inebriated, lower pain state. I
was going to tell him just do yoga, but I mean,
I've not been. I met with my surgeon's assistant. I'm not cleared for yoga yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I guess 12% Braggots will do the trick for yoga instead.
It works for me. So we've had endless chats. Who knows how much you actually saw?
Yeah, and then and I'm sure it has nothing to do with 12.1%.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
And I have to thank Mr. Steve Mertz, the Canadian Sasquatch Brewer,
for a fantastic
yes,
Braggot, obviously.
I'm going to drink it one more time. This is fabulous.
It is the Braggin Sasquatch Braggot.
2014. That's right. This is a 5-year-old Braggot.
Yeah.
That
delicious.
Got even better.
Got even better.
This is a homebrew review. This is Kevin.
This is Christian.
From Clement's Homebrew, saying,
life is too short
to drink cheap beer.
So we'll see you
on the next home beer review. Or Braggot, or whatever.
Yeah, let's go.
Cheers.
Mead me, baby.
Oh, yeah.